We're back again with another episode of Puppy Corner here at Doberman Planet, a mini-series we have dedicated to you, the new puppy buyer, and working to ensure a happier and healthier future for the Doberman breed. Today, we're going to talk about the all too important critical socialization window and how you can leverage this crucial but relatively short period of time in your puppy's early development to really ensure that you're going to have a calm, happy, and confident adult Doberman. You know, one of those Dobermans you see on videos who can just be relaxed in any situation. All that's happening on this episode of Puppy Corner. A quick reminder for you guys, as with all Puppy Corner episodes, any scientific studies or research we mention in this video will be linked to down below in the sources section of the video. So, you know, if you really want to nerd out and dive into some of those studies yourself and read over them, you're more than welcome to. Okay, I think most of us know what socialization is when it comes to our puppies. It basically means exposing our dogs to as many sights, sounds, experiences as possible when they're younger so that when they're an adult, they become more of a just predictable, steadfast, well-rounded, relaxed Doberman who's, you know, confident in just about any situation. Now, as a new Doberman puppy buyer, it's really important to know that there is something called a Critical Socialization Window, or CSW. And this is a time when the puppy's curiosity about the world really overrides any fears they might have. And it's really a crucial time where your socialization efforts can make the absolute biggest impact on the dog and in their journey to becoming a really well-mannered, steadfast adult Doberman. Now, research has shown that this crucial window of time is different for different breeds of dogs. So for the Doberman, it usually starts when the dog's about 4 weeks of age, when they start to venture out on their own and explore their surroundings in the world. This window of time usually goes until about when the puppy's 8 weeks of age, when it kind of starts to close. Now, it's closing because the dog's fear and kind of hesitations about the world are starting to rise and beginning to overtake their curiosity and excitement about their surroundings. Now, this is kind of scary, right? Because during that entire critical socialization window, the dog's at the breeders from 4 weeks of age to 8 weeks of age. So this is one of the main reasons it's incredibly crucial to find a breeder who takes socialization of the puppies very, very seriously. Now, some research has shown recently that the critical socialization window can be extended a little bit, up to maybe as late as 14 or 16 weeks of age, if the dog is artificially reinforced with continual exposure to new things. So that would actually be a great thing because it would give you a chance as the owner to make your own positive imprint on the socialization of your puppy. Now, having that critical socialization window end at 14 to 16 weeks of age sure sounds a lot better to me than ending at 8 weeks of age. But the exact end date of their socialization window might not be as precise as that. It might be a little more fluid. One author and researcher named James Serpell, PhD and director at the Center for Interaction of Animals and Society, he wrote in his book, The Domestic Dog, that even dogs that are well socialized up until 3 months of age can still regress and become fearful if they haven't had periodic social reinforcement up to about 6 to 8 months of age. So continual reinforcement of socialization is incredibly important, even if you believe that maybe that critical socialization window time frame has closed, because it may not have necessarily. Also, studies have shown that puppies who are handled frequently during that window of time, that critical socialization window, grow up to become calmer, more confident adults who are more likely to explore their surroundings. If they explore their surroundings more, they're more likely to experience more things, and they just get more socialized. It's almost like a snowballing effect. So handle them a lot when they're young and continue the socialization even past that critical window of time, because it might be extended further than you think. Oh, and real quick, another great benefit to you out there who have cats in the house or other dogs or other animals is studies have shown that socialization with other animals during that critical socialization window actually can lead to interspecies social attachments between your Doberman and the other animals, which this is a great bonding time for humans and the dog, and cats and the dog, or any other animals and the dog as well. Okay, so we know a lot from all these studies about how incredibly crucial that critical socialization window is, that short time period of frame is for the socialization of your dog. But what does that mean that us new Doberman puppy buyers should actually do during this time frame? Well, first up, we got to choose a breeder who takes early socialization of the puppies incredibly seriously. The bulk of that socialization period is very likely to be from 4 weeks of age to 8 weeks of age, when you have no influence over the dog socialization whatsoever. So any breeder you're considering working with, definitely talk to them about their views on socializing the puppy. If they have no real good answer, that's a bad sign. But if they have some articulable answer that sounds reasonable, like 100 experiences in 100 days, or that they have kids in the house, that's great. If they have kids there that can handle the dogs all the time. If they have any kind of articulable socialization plan, then in my mind, that's a really good sign for that breeder. Next up, I would definitely pick a breeder who handles their puppies frequently. As we found out from that one study, frequently handled puppies during that critical socialization window grow up to be calmer, relaxed, and more confident adult Dobermans. And a confident Doberman is more likely to get out there and explore the world, leading to more experiences and kind of a snowball effect in their socialization. Next, don't stop the socialization of your puppy once you bring the dog home. As we found out, that socialization window can be extended up to 14 to maybe 16 weeks of age. So keep socializing them to new experiences, people, sounds. Take them everywhere you can that you can do safely, of course, in relation to what they're vaccinated against, which actually we will talk about in a minute. But everywhere you can safely bring them and every experience you can safely expose them to, do that as much as possible, because you might just extend that critical socialization window a little bit longer, giving you a chance to make it even calmer, more relaxed adult Doberman. Next up, continue socialization and reinforcement even after you think maybe that critical socialization window has closed. Since we know that dogs can regress and become fearful again up to even 6 or 8 months of age if they have not had that periodic reinforcement of their socialization. Also, introduce your puppy to as many new other animals as possible during that critical socialization as well. This helps not only to reduce their fear around these animals, but even can make some interspecies social attachments between them, according to some of these research studies. Now, a really common question new Doberman puppy buyers have is, well, if I want to take advantage of this critical socialization window, how am I supposed to do that when my veterinarian said not to take my puppy out into public until they're 16 weeks of age due to their vaccination status? Well, that's a really, really good question. In fact, I got some studies on that might just blow your mind and completely twist how you've thought about this. But you're going to have to wait till the next episode of Puppy Corner, which is going to be on this exact issue, balancing the vaccine schedule with socialization, especially during that critical socialization window. So make sure you're subscribed, click that subscribe button down below and the little bell icon next to it. That way you're notified on all my future videos and you'll make sure not to miss the next episode of Puppy Corner. Real quick, guys, if you've ever donated your dog's DNA health test results to the Doberman Diversity Project, by the way, that means you've done an amazing thing for the Doberman breed. But if you've done that, that means your dog's enrolled with the Doberman Diversity Project. And they want to remind anyone who's enrolled to continue to update them as to their dog's cardio health. Now, if you recall, the European Society of Veterinary Cardiology recommends to retest a Doberman to test a Doberman starting at 3 years of age and every year thereafter with echocardiograms and 24-hour Holter monitor tests of the heart to look for signs of DCM. If you're doing that, which you should be doing, then make sure you compile those reports and send them off to the Doberman Diversity Project so they can put that together with your dog's DNA health test records, and it can really help further the research into squashing that horrible disease that is DCM. So in order to update the Doberman Diversity Project, simply go to their website, dobermandiversityproject.org, and up on their menu, click on the Update portal. That's where you can send them updated health records of your dog that's enrolled with them. Just remember to keep them updated. You definitely don't want to just submit your DNA health test results and then forget about it. You want to update them as to the health of your dog. That way it makes your health records that you sent them just incredibly more valuable to their research. And if you want information on how to test your dog and enroll with the Doberman Diversity Project in the first place, I have videos all about exactly how to do that because I enrolled my dog and I filmed the whole thing. It'll be linked to in the description down below. Just look for the little blue arrows. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Puppy Corner, Doberman Planet's educational collaboration with the good people over at the Doberman Diversity Project. Please consider sharing this video and the Puppy Corner series in general with the world if you really care about the future and the health of the Doberman breed. It could potentially make a big difference. Thank you so much for watching. Keep flying the flag of this amazing breed and breaking stereotypes all along the way. And of course, see you next time.